Those little decisions were the catalyst to who I am today. It wasn't easy. You just have to have direction. Once you have that direction, you keep adding and removing things that serve or don't serve you. So why mortgages? How did I end up here? I was a student athlete in high school and I was interested in sports. I'm pretty decent at science. So grade 12, mentally prepared, gonna go to university, gonna do kinesiology. After I do kinesiology, I'm gonna go do physiotherapy. The tail end of the semester comes in, the exams are coming up. There's little moments in life that kind of push you a certain way. And one of the girls that I was in the program with, she goes to me, she's like, so Harsh, are you still planning on going to med school? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, why? And I was like, I don't know. I think that's what I need to do. She goes, well, do you want to do that? Like, no, not really. She goes, you seem like more of a business guy. You love talking to people. You're good at it. Why don't you do something in that? And I was like, okay, maybe. Went through the first semester and looked at my grades and I had to give up on my med school career. But that was okay. It wasn't devastating. At that point, I'd made really good friends, really cool experiences, graduated from university, became a different person. So got out of university, super stressed. Hey, I need to find me a job. What am I gonna do? So I started applying to jobs, got a very humbling experience, getting rejected from pretty much everything that I sent out. And then I got a call from a recruiter. It was called Reynolds and Reynolds. They basically sell merchandising to dealerships. Give you a decent salary. It was about 60,000 at that time, which was quite a bit. And they give you a company car. I meet the recruiter there. So he walks me through this office. I looked and it was just a sea of cubicles. And everyone just kind of glued to their desks and going, that thought crossed my mind. I'm like, I can't do this. I went home that day and I walk in and my mom goes, how was it? I was like, Mom, I can't do that job. And my mom goes, don't. But what else are you gonna do? I said, I don't know, but I can't do it. My dad comes up to me, hey, you started your job, how was it? I'm like, I can't do it. He goes, okay, do you want to do real estate? Like, no, okay. Well, you should start figuring something out then. My dad, he's been a realtor since, been very successful at it, had his own real estate brokerage. And my dad goes, hey, we're going to this real estate brokerage Christmas party. This gentleman is standing right by me. I was like, hey, how are you? He's like, good. You're Ajit's son. I know your dad very well. He goes, what do you do? Nothing. I just graduated university. I'm kind of looking for jobs. He goes, are you interested in doing mortgages? I don't even know how to spell mortgage. Talked to my dad. I was like, hey, I met Jim, and Jim told me to come see him. He's like, you should do that. Next Monday, I call him. He didn't answer. He calls me back. I show up to his office and he goes, you want to do mortgages? Why? Well, I'm looking for an opportunity. I don't know, but I feel like it's a sales job and I can do well at it. He goes, can you make me a business plan? Went home, made him a business plan. I don't hear from him for like 2 weeks. I call him, I email him, nothing. He sends me an email back. He's like, hey, Harsh, yeah, I think we're going to proceed with you. We're going to put you in a training cohort. I started March 17th, 2014. This was like a 3-month training. When I walked into that training, there were like ex-brokers, more branch managers, finance advisors. I was the youngest one in that cohort. You're pretty much like, yeah, there's a graduation, right? Like, hey, you're done this training program. The first day, so I got my laptop. They give you a nice little National Bank bag. You can order your business cards. So go through this whole training and then I walk into the branch and they're like, hey, who are you? I'm like, oh, I'm one of the mortgage specialists. So I just go into this branch and I'm there and this is my first day. What do I do? So coincidentally at that time, my manager switched. The new manager, she became my mentor and she kind of took me under her wing, years of experience, who would later go on to become business partner. She kind of took me under her wing, much older than me, different stage of life, and kind of treated me as her apprentice. Very hard, tough on you kind of person, but great heart. She taught me everything about mortgages. My mentor for business was my father. That's where I kind of started. And slowly I started getting pushed towards hey, do this, do this. From there on out, I did my first deal. That moment, the day I opened that check, this is me at 23 years old, looking at that check, knowing the opportunity that I have. In those times, I used to start work at 8 and I wouldn't get home until like 10. and I'd just be okay with it. My dad goes, you should get a car. You should get a nice car. My first big purchase after I started doing this was an Audi. And the only supporter of me was my dad. And he was the one to tell me, if you want to buy a luxury car, go buy it. Those things give you energy and motivation to do more, because those are the fruits of your labor. The day I bought the car, I was overwhelmed. I was like overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, I took on all this responsibility. This is expensive. Like, am I going to be able to do it? I woke up earlier. I showed up to the office earlier. I was so motivated. It just added from there. The car, the house, the other car, the other house, and it just started to build and snowball from there. One of the other gentlemen that I worked with, he also was call him part-time mentor. He was great. He showed me his pay stub. He goes, Harsh, this is not to show off to you. I'm just showing this to show you the potential. Stuff like that. It fueled me. He was always working. He was always focused. He was so locked in to his craft. And he even said, this was in May, hey, are you busy? Yeah, I'm really busy. This is money printing season. Why aren't you busy? So that motivated me. Say, okay, well, how do I get more busy? Who do I approach? Once you start asking those basic questions, I feel like you build a roadmap. First, it was, I need to make money, because that's the simple focus. Then it became, I need individuality. I didn't want to live with my parents. I wanted my independence. And this was at the age of 24. That moment, my business blew up, because all I did was work. Like, now that I look back at it, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be who I am today. Those little decisions were the catalyst to who I am today. It wasn't easy. It doesn't have to be built in one day and one evening. You just have to have direction. Once you have that direction, you keep adding and removing things that serve or don't serve you.